Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Strapped in, it's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2003, also a three-time Pro Bowler from Alcorn State, Steve McNair.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. McNair. That's caught by Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. And bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Javon Curse drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, McNair. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, it's McNair. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action. It's McNair. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. We're scoreless after one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. But it's going to be second down. 2-yard line. Now left side, a completion who's tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Morton Anderson now for the extra point. Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 28-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen. Andre Johnson, 84 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. It's good to make it 14-0. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNair. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. They set up the screen to Bo. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's caught inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Patriots, nothing.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Returning it, Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he backs it away and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 2nd down, McNair bringing it in. Jackson left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Jackson.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. McNair trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this in.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Anderson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, McNair, and that will be incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. readies for its next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
It's caught at the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. Andre Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
To throw again. McNair. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. McNair. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McNair. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's James. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Patriots nothing.